Hello, awesome educators. This is Jason Flory, your Tech Coach, and in this weekly Tech Byte, we're going to talk about how to raise the rigor in your classroom through the use of Brisk Tutor Bots. So, I've got an article here, and it can be any content area you want. I just picked an EdTech article, so it's just general, but it could be an English class, it could be a math class, a science, a history class, CTE, special education, anything like that, foreign language. So Brisk, many of you are familiar with, or Brisk teaching AI systems. They have a lot of really powerful tools. So if I click here, I've got Brisk open, and I think everyone knows about it for the most part. Click here, and most people will click the create. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to click on the boost student activity. So this is a little bit different, but it's a really, really powerful tool for using with our students, because what it does is it creates a actual tutor bot. So I'm going to click the boost student activity, and then I've got two options: create from this web page or create from scratch. So I'm going to use create from this web page, and it works with web pages. It can also work with Google Docs, slideshows. You have a lot of different things, and it uses it as a basis. But if we wanted to start from scratch, we could also do that too. So I'm going to click the create from this web page, and I'm going to let it think. And so Brisk is going to go through, and it's going to ask me, what do I want? Do I want a tutor, which is usually what I use, but there's other tools in there. A whiteboard, which is really cool because students can draw on it. So this is great maybe for a math or a chemistry or a physics class would be some great examples in there. A debate, so if you're debating different historical events and why they did or did not happen, that's where you would go there. But for our purposes, I'm just going to click on the tutor. And the benefit here is when I click on the tutor, it's going to go through, and as we work through it, the students are going to get real tutoring from an AI tutor bot that's going to help increase their understanding, not just multiple choice, but written feedback back and forth. So right here, I can select a class. So whatever class you want, I'm going to leave it blank at this time. Actually, that's not true. We'll put this in my tech class. So I'll save that there. And then it says create this activity from this page. And so I'm just going to leave it there. I could, for example, change what I wanted to do. I can also attach a rubric, so a specific standard. And then if you're using state standards, you can also attach those here. Another important one is you can change the language. So if I'm teaching Spanish or Russian or French, I can change that. I can also, change the grade level. So I can use 9th grade, but I can also do 12th grade or 10th grade, whatever one works for you. So I'm going to click continue. And so it's going to be working. And while it works, we'll talk a little bit. So the learning objectives, this is what do we want our students to actually do? Now it went through and it identified them, but we don't have to stick with those if we don't want to. We can come over here, we can edit. So I can type in here, I could edit, and I can save that. I'm not going to, but I could. I can also delete it, and I can add up to 6 learning objectives. So that's just a powerful tool there, because that identifies what's the focus of the discussion the chatbot's going to have with your students. And I can show it to students or not show it. So when I don't show it, they don't see it. But if I want them to see it, for example, I might use showing it, in this case, reading an article. But if I have a study guide that also has the answers in it, so Brisk knows what the answer is, I would hide it so the students don't see it. So there's different use case scenarios. So then the AI guardrails, this is just basically what are the rules you want the AI system to follow. So here it says you're an educational guide. So notice you're a guide, you're helping students to learn, you're not giving them the answers. This is what makes it different than, let's say, going and using LLMs, students might use tell me the answer. No, this is about having a discussion. Keep discussion focused on the assignment, and then so it's focused on the SAMR framework, which is the assignment topic that we're working on, and it will redirect them. Do not provide direct answers to quiz questions. Notice that. Maintain appropriate classroom focus and conversation about educational technology only. So if I start talking about wanting to go fishing, it's going to redirect me. So really powerful. And then scaffolds. So scaffolds are great for providing those supports. So for students who are struggling, start with concrete examples. So it's explaining all these. And I can add to the AI guardrails, scaffolding, and I can change the learning objectives. So I could also, for example, put break everything down into simple terms for English language learners. So if you have ELL students, it will help with that. And then I can click, when I'm comfortable with all that, create activity, and it will make the actual activity for me. So here you can see we have the article. These are the different learning objectives, right? So I can see them because we said students can see them, and I could even still add to them if I wanted to. I don't. And then, so this is a full preview. So I can say, click on the let's go. And notice it says, hi there, I'm your tutor bot, I'm here to help you. And if you just type in, I'm lost, I'm going to fail and get grounded for life by my mom, right? Brisk tries to comfort the student, you totally got this, and then it redirects them back onto direction or onto task. So in this case, what is substitution? So you can go through and have that conversation. Notice there's also this speech here, so you can have actual discussions. If students want to, they can take a picture and upload it into the chatbot, which is really cool too, because students get to see that. Now, this is the actual chatbot. This is the preview that the students would see. But if you want your students to do it, you need to share it with them. So we're going to come up here to the share and then share activity with students. So you can use a QR code or the code, but I think the easiest way is you just copy this link. So you copy the link and you put that on your Canvas page and your students can then access it. And so it's a really easy way to help raise the rigor in your classroom and push your students to the next level. Because while you may want to tutor every student, often you just wouldn't be able to. And so this is a force multiplier. So I think this is a really great tool to help you increase the rigor in your classroom and push your students to the next level of understanding. I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, please let me know and have a good day, guys.